Reggie, we had a segment during the last interview that you asked me to pull down involving Snoop and the dog situation. Can you tell me why you felt compelled to have that segment taken down off the channel?
Me?
That nigga right there. That nigga right there.
Some shit ain't to be told and some shit don't need to be out there for everybody. Reg, why you doing that? Put that shit down. Take that shit down. That ain't good.
That's why he really came over here today, y'all. That's
Really?
I just said, nigga, I ain't talking about that on the phone. I ain't talking about that. Come holler at me in person. So you know these niggas still be on my phone probably. And James said, well, nigga, I'm coming over this weekend. Said, me and Lionel coming to fuck with you. So yeah, that and James, I mean, I'll be honest, he played a big part. And then I read something on IG that particular day, I swear, that day, where Snoop was nominated. I thought, and I know I'm wrong, and I know you Google motherfuckers gonna tear me up, I thought it was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that he was getting nominated. John said, Reggie, where are you reading that from? What are you talking about? You're always sending me bad information. And I said, shit, it is, nigga. Just because you don't read the internet and be watching this YouTube stuff at work, stop always questioning me. John's like, Reggie, I put it in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's nothing coming up. He's eligible, but he ain't getting nothing. I said, he is. Him and Sade and all of that. So John screenshot me. John, show him the screenshot you sent me. All right. And so I was like, well,
what if he was? You don't think he should?
We'll get to that.
Okay. You can
So
just
we
say
get
yes or
no. Because I already told them this, but I'll
okay,
say I you know, Snoop is my favorite artist. To see, to watch, and to perform.
You sure don't hate like it.
Yes. And so I said that, yeah, I think he should have been in before a certain person that got in recently.
Okay.
And I said, the great, Nipsey. No, that was about something else. Who was it recently? Eminem. And John said, boy, do you know how many records Eminem has sold? I was like, yeah, but you know, Snoop was in it longer and he, you know, it was different type of timing and, you know, the record sales were different and all that. So we all went back and forth on that. And so I just felt Snoop should be in, just like I feel Ice Cube should be in. Right. I feel that Dr. Dre should be in.
Right.
I even feel E40 should be in.
Right.
People like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm West Coast affiliate, and so I'm just calling off West Coast names, but there's some people in the South, a few, not a lot, and there's some on the East Coast that's not in yet. People say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Reggie. Dre and Ice Cube are in. No motherfuckers, they in as the NWA. All right, so learn your facts. And so that's why I said what I said about. And so I was glad when I heard that, you know, Snoop been eligible since 2019 and he was about to get in. Okay. But as John corrected me, John, you can tell him who it is, or you can post it, whichever one you want to do, and tell him what actually writers he's been nominated for. And so, but I had saw that, right? And so I said, John, man, I'm not going to be the reason that, you know, because of this little message I'm sending to niggas, I'm not going to be the reason that, because I know how white folks will get.
Right.
You know, he does stuff with Martha Stewart and all of them, and I'm not going to be the reason he lose all of that. You know, just because of my little petty,
thank you.
My little petty war.
And that would have been a big problem. You see what Michael Vick went through.
Exactly.
And, you know, people got a fucked up perception of dog fighting.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't no brand new shit. And the white people that's against it do the same goddamn shit. Cockfighting.
Well, that's a Mexican thing.
They all know. It ain't just Mexicans that
and
do
Asians.
cockfighting. It's black people and everybody else in that shit.
I worked in Compton. I ain't never been to a cockfight.
That's because you in Compton. Go to Texas.
Oh, you're right. Okay. right.
Go to Texas.
Okay, you're right.
They doing it dog fighting. Yeah. Go to Texas. Go out of state. Go to
you
Utah.
talking about? I was talking about the cockfighting.
No, I'm just saying all of that.
I believe.
And
okay,
you know,
I watched the Sons of Anarchy. I saw it.
So you have a lot of people that are strictly dog lovers and don't like cruelty to animals, but they got somebody in their face that put a dog out.
Yeah.
On the street and took off on that motherfucker.
And the time when it was done in the 90s.
Exactly.
We wasn't as educated already.
The 90s, the 80s.
Yeah.
The 80s is when it kicked off. Well, when I got recognized to it and motherfuckers was fighting, I knew motherfuckers that was fighting dogs for a long time.
Yeah. And
it was good money.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some though, but people just putting too much on it. And
I mean, I'll be honest, if I see somebody doing it in 2023, I have a problem with it. And I don't know if it's because of my age or just because how we've been educated. You know, I do respect agencies like PETA and stuff like that. My wife, we got a little goddamn, she loved that dog in there more than she loved me.
Right.
I see it. I see how she let that dog go shit in the backyard and then come in the house and lay right on top of her. I don't understand that, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, so I get people that love dogs, and we've been educated more to respect animals.
Man, I tried with Lionel. I got Lionel a puppy, and trying to train this little dog to not shit in the house. And I took the dog outside for about 30 minutes. Wasn't shit. As soon as I opened the sliding door and let her in, she sat right there on my carpet and shit it. I threw her ass out, gave her a bowl of water, and left her ass out there. It was cold too. And she wouldn't leave the door. So Lionel say, Papa.
Dog abuser. They gonna get you. They gonna get Jay.
I ain't gonna let the dog shit all over my motherfucking house, and then I gotta keep cleaning it. So, I mean, it's just a different of opinion.
I know John had more to ask, so I know we... Go ahead, John. You got more on that? Oh. I'm telling them you are an avid dog lover. And John was so pissed. He was like, Reggie, I can't believe that. Why you never told me about this, you know? Even though John had knew about it a little longer than what I said he knew, because there were some other things. But when John heard that whole audio and that whole thing, he was livid. And I told John even then, I said, John, the comments, white folks gonna be pissed. They gonna be mad.
So you took the whole thing?
I took it down. I said, but black people, John, we didn't know no better. We didn't know no better in the 90s.
No, ain't nobody tripping like that.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Now is more aware. After the Michael Vick situation, more people are more cautious and aware to it. So, you know, but people still continue to do it. Yeah. I mind my business. If that's what you like, fuck it. I don't care. I ain't really tripping with the animals and all that kind of shit.
I don't want to slight the people that's PETA affiliated now that are black or Mexican, you know, other way.
Well, you got white people that say save the sharks. But I bet you get your ass in that water and get your leg bit off by a shark. You still want to save the motherfucker. He done took your leg in your arm.
I'm going to try to kill that motherfucker.
Exactly. Come on, man. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's, you know, I mind my business and I stay in my circle. I don't do none of that dog fighting, none of that other shit. It ain't my cup of tea. But I say more power to people that, you know, choose to do their own thing. I don't have a problem with it.
Summing all up, y'all. We pulled it down. Jane's influence, the article, and we pulled it down because, like I said, I tap at Snoop, but I really don't have no problems with Snoop, and don't want to see nothing bad happen to him.
Period.
Don't want to see nothing bad, professionally or physically.
Well,
and so
a lot of people would have started raising their eyebrows and start questioning the guy that they love. They love Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
And why would you be the one to cause the downfall of? Come on, that ain't Reg. Don't do that.
You're right.
I mean, all of us is peanuts compared to Snoop Dogg.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? rip it apart if you want to. But no, man, somebody got to be up there. Somebody got to be a legend. You know, I really didn't listen to the music and none of that shit, but the things that he have done, the things he have accomplished, like Ice Cube and all them other ones, Dre. Man, I applaud those cats. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And somebody told me that before. Saying, Reggie, you up there putting that out there, dog. You know, there's people that he's feeding.
You know, y'all lucky I ain't no millionaire, because I got 6 motherfuckers on my line. I'd have paid, man, I got 200,000. I'm paying higher than anybody else. Go get it. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all and nobody else. I'm telling you, I said it.
James said.
James, no, fuck it. Mom, James said that.
All right, Jeff.
No, I don't wish no bad on nobody. I'm just playing, shooting shit.